me, what was that? Was that a little too harsh? Too harsh of a reality? Too harsh of a truth? Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of the day it is whenever you watch this. Hello to you again and welcome again to my channel. If you are new, thank you for please subscribing. If you are returning, thank you for joining me yet again. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much to those who have even reached out to me to appreciate the content that I'm giving you. I in turn express my immense gratitude. Thank you so much for all the love. I'm so excited because today I'm going to be talking to the men, to my guys, you know. My cousin recently said, well, Cynthia, you just talk about women. I'm such an advocate for women. And so I realized I need to correct that really quickly because, I mean, my guys also need some tips, you know. And especially from a female point of view, I got you. I'm here for you. So we're going to have a woman to man conversation today. Thank you again for joining me. So today I'm going to talk about how you can avoid being the bad guy. How you can be a better man. You know, I got you today. I'm here for you. But I'm going to be very honest. Remember, I keep it real. I keep it very real. So it's going to pierce a little bit, but it's going to be very helpful. I'm hoping that it will help you to be a better man. First thing that I will talk about is, men, you need to learn to communicate. Is that loud enough? Please communicate your feelings, how you feel. I know men are not good communicators. I should have probably started off by saying that I know we're not all perfect and I know that we make mistakes along the way, but it's okay to work on growing. Growth is important and that's what matters. I mean, we're not all perfect, but I'm going to give you these tips and we can grow together. So the one thing I want to say is please communicate well. Your feelings must be well communicated. Communicate how you feel. Communicate how you feel about your lady. I mean, if you're not married yet, if you want to get into a relationship, communicate your feelings, communicate your intentions. We're not always gonna read your actions, although I always talk about how we as women need to always understand how a man treats you, that their actions speak louder. But we also want to hear from you, because being a man means that you need to take charge of the situation and you need to communicate openly about how you feel. So work on that. Try to express yourselves more, because as women, we want to know how you feel about certain situations. We want to know how you feel about us so that we don't have hopes and dream of weddings when we know, or when you know that you don't see that future with us. So please be open, tell us. We don't want to guess that all the time. It's just embarrassing and nobody wants that. Also, it just helps us not to have hope. I know I always talk to the women or to the ladies that it's okay to not have hope. It's okay to just, you know, not have high expectations, but at the end of the day, there's only so much you can do. So I feel like men should also meet us halfway and communicate openly about their feelings and their emotions. But also with those that are married, it just makes the situation easier. There are less arguments, there are less negative perceptions about a particular situation. It just makes things smoother. So please just communicate a little bit more. We would completely and entirely appreciate that. Another thing that I will say is learn how to handle conflict well. So maybe with the women, we also need to take it easy on how we respond to certain things. But since I'm talking to the men today, I'm going to have to say, learn how to handle conflict well, because nobody wants to be in a relationship with someone or with a man who communicates with his hands, or he's emotionally abusive. By communicating with hands, I'm talking about physical abuse. So it's important to learn how to handle conflict well. Look, we all have disagreements. We all are going to misunderstand each other at one point or another. So it's important that when you do face conflict, don't use your hands, don't attack a woman, don't be emotionally abusive. You don't need that kind of energy in your life. Just be the man that you are supposed to be. I don't want to say be a man because that's kind of rude, but be a man. I mean, I hope that's not too offensive, but be a man and to handle the situation well. You don't need to be physical with a woman. You don't need to insult her. Just be a man, because that's what a man is. A man is someone of integrity. Another thing that I will say is be a leader. As a man, you need to be a leader. And a leader doesn't mean that people need to bow down to you and be like, oh my goodness, hello, you're a leader. Oh my gosh, what can you do for you? A leader means that you serve. Excuse me, what was that? Was that a little too harsh? Too harsh of a reality? Too harsh of a truth? Yeah. You need to learn to serve. As a man, servanthood must be a part of the package. You need to serve your family, you need to serve your wife, you need to serve your lady, you need to serve your woman. Her needs must be catered for. Abraham is a great example. I'm going to tell you why. Nowhere in the Bible do we read that Abraham had to force Sarah to say, oh my goodness, you need to submit to me, you need to submit to me. No, his leadership abilities and the way he was a leader just automatically allowed Sarah to call him my Lord. Like, submission is not forced. So if you expect a woman to just submit to you, give her substance, give her something to submit to. That essentially entails being a great leader or just being a leader. Let's remove the being a great leader, just being a leader. So it's important that we understand what leadership means so that we lead effectively as a man, so that as a man you lead effectively. And so submission from your woman just comes naturally. And he was humble. There was a lot of humility. There was servanthood. One other thing is that as a man, you have to be a provider. I'm not saying go buy a woman a G-Wagon. My fellow Namibians will know what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is just her basic needs need to be catered for. Like, your woman doesn't need to sweat or need to worry about what she's going to eat tonight or what she's going to have tomorrow. Like, her basic needs need to be catered for. If you're going to take it upon yourself to take someone's daughter to your home, to carry your surname, at the very least, you need to be able to provide the basic necessities for her. I mean, let's not even debate about that. I'm not saying women need to be lazy and they don't need to do anything, but I'm saying as a man, we don't need to have conversations of like our bills in the house have to be 50-50, you know, all of that. Those kind of conversations really put women off. Some of the women may agree to that, but naturally, women are there to be taken care of. So as a man, you need to make sure that you have the ability to provide for your woman. Don't let her feel like she has to work for herself, because you are a leader, and if you want someone to submit to you, you need to have something for your woman to submit to. I'm not saying a woman doesn't have to bring in substantial income in the home, but I'm saying a man needs to be the main and sole provider. Another thing is a man must be a cultivator. So by cultivating, I mean, you know how you take care of plants, you need to water plants. I posted something on Instagram recently where I took a picture of our new tomato plants, and the flowers are coming out. It's about to produce fruit. And it was planted in the harshest season of the year. It was during the cold front, and it was crazy. And we kept watering it, kept shielding it from harsh sunlight, kept it upright so that they don't fall over and all that. So it just shows you what cultivation does. So it's about to produce fruit. So the potential that it has, it's about to come out. So as a man, you need to be able to bring out the best in your wife. That's essentially what being a great leader is. You are not a dictator when you are a leader. You are serving, you are teaching, you are producing the best out of the people that are following you or following your lead or that are submitting to your vision. So it's important that as a man, when people look at women, it actually shows them the kind of man that they have. Someone looked at me the other day and they were like, I can tell the kind of man you have by just looking at you. I was like, oh, well, that's great. That's what it's supposed to be. Your wife or your woman or the person that you want to be with, I'm just gonna, generalize this, should show the kind of person that you are. You need to be a teacher. Your wife must be a better person. And you know what? Nobody is perfect. Absolutely not. Nobody in this world is perfect. You're not going to get a perfect wife. You're going to get a wife with an attitude problem, with a weight problem, whatever problem that is there or that you foresee or that you see as a problem, it's there. And it's up to you to fix it. It's up to you as the man to take charge. You are a leader, right? You need submission, right? It takes work. Work on your woman. Be the kind of man that teaches your woman to be a better person, that adds value to your woman. You have to be a protector. in every sense of the word. The other day, there was an insect and it crawled up and it was on the bed. And I was dramatic and I was like, oh my God, there's something on the bed. My husband was asleep, like in dreamland. And his first response before he asked me what's wrong, he already put his arm around me to sort of guard me. And that's when I was like, aren't you a protector? As a man, your instinct, very first thing, protect your wife in every situation. Protect your woman, protect your potential spouse, your potential partner. Protect her. Be the protector. Be the guy that stands up for her. You know, be the man. Like as the word says, be a man. So be a man. Be that guy. Make your woman happy. Women want to be happy all the time. They want to be around men that make them happy. So you want to be the guy that brings happiness to the woman. You want to be the guy that adds, you know, that happiness glow. You want to be that guy. I'm sure it makes you feel good. My husband always says, I'm happy when you're happy. So a happy wife equals a happy life. Because essentially what you do give a woman, she gives you back because she's an incubator, as the late Miles Monroe was talking about in one of his sermons. So she's going to give you back 1,000,000 times what you give her. So give her happiness and she's going to give you a happy life. If you're single, I'm going to say something very quickly to the single guys. If you are single and you're looking to find a woman, it's important that you, again, back to communication, you're very straight with your feelings. Don't lead her on. Don't lead girls on. Don't lead them on. Just be frank. Just be real. Know what you want. Know who you want. Know what you can work with. There are some people that you just can't work with, and I'm going to talk about that at a later stage to my women again, where I'm going to just address the character part. I need to go into that a little bit deeper. I think with you men, you can always tell whether someone can be worked with, whether you can work on that person. And it's important to know exactly who you want. Know who you want. Know what you can work with. So if this is someone that you can teach, someone who's teachable, someone that can submit with while you are being a great leader, then that's great. Those are the things that you need to look for. So be that guy. Just be that guy. I mean, if you've got any questions, please do, you know, ask them in the comment section. I am here for you. Thank you so much to those who have subscribed. Keep subscribing. Keep subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. I love the love. Thank you so much. Please do share this video, like it, and all that stuff. Until next time, it's been real. Ciao.